Is it working? Yeah, it doesn't matter either way. Long range odd with this. I'm not side speed. That's an AK-12 stock. Give me the skeleton. Let's slap the Viper reflex sight. This one's classic. It appears in a lot of games. Oh yeah, we're gonna go Draco. We're going full Draco. What should I put? This thing's gonna kick like a motherfucker. If I'm gonna go this short, I might as well start combating the shit out of it. King Draco. Alright, let's try out the Draco. I wish they would announce the double XP more often. I've already had everything leveled up. But it would have been nice. Leveling some of the weapons up would have been much better if they were double XP. Wouldn't have to suffer half as much. Oops. Hard hat. Okay, that's fine. Suppressed gun. Yeah, the suppressed is fine. I'm gonna try out the Draco though. Maybe instead of compensator and rubberized grip, it should be muzzle brake because recoil control and recoil stabilization are different in this game. Slap the muzzle brake on there. Oh, that's really not too bad recoil-wise, huh? He got me. Actually, he got both of us. I generally like this game. Though I will admit it gets irritating sometimes. What was he shooting at us before the Mark II? You know, despite me saying, hey, this thing doesn't kick that bad, I'm kind of playing like ass. Just fine though. I mean, I've never done a game where I got no kills, but I can't imagine you get much XP for it. So as long as I'm getting kills, it doesn't matter if I lose. Well, I'm not gonna go there again. Mounted LMGs have that entire part of the map unlocked. We don't get to do much. In fact, I think the enemy teams is better than us in general. Yeah, good. What did my teammate do? I think he just died. I heard you can shoot them out of the air. At least that's what happened to mine a few times. Yeah, they have complete map control of B and A. They're not even bothering going for C. Enemy cruise missile incoming. Even when I try to get this thing out, the AK is actually a pretty good gun, but I'm not sure how much this barrel reduces range. But if it's by a really large amount, like 30% or so, it'd be really bad. Because I think this thing is supposed to like re-shot at pretty good distances, like somewhere close to the FAL, and that's its main niche. Its niche is also that it's slightly slower than the other guns. But if you want to go slow, there's definitely worse ways to do it. There's the Scar, which I like to believe the scar in this game is made out of solid steel. That's the only way to explain why it kicks like a mule. Or no, not why it kicks like a mule, why it's as slow as LMGs. Seriously, isn't the scar in real life supposed to be light? At least that's what I've heard from my friend. And he's handled one, he's shot one. Well, you couldn't save your teammate. Feel the power of 7x62. I think 7x62 Soviet. That's what they call it in this game. A 7x62 by 39. 7x62 NATO refers to 7x62 by 51, which is actually correct. 7x62 by 51 is a NATO cartridge, and the civilian name I believe is called 308. Your harder hitting weapons have a bit more recoil in this game, obviously, but it makes them less than stellar at range. Oh, he came from the tunnel. This loadout is not nearly as bad as I expected. I thought it would have like 2 or 3 times the recoil I was thinking of, but it's honestly not that bad. I might spec it out. I might remove the sight here, so I can make this gun even faster. I don't know, slap a sleight of hand on it. Let's see. How fast is the sleight of hand reload? I think the AK's base reload's actually pretty good, so I don't bother too much. Oh, that's fast. I mean, it wasn't fast enough to save me from death, but I can immediately notice, at least animation speed-wise. Yeah, that's fast. If I remember, there was like an interview with Marines, like real-life Marines, and they were just like, you don't put claymores indoors. You know, like, you're gonna fucking die. Claymores are really powerful for indoors. Can I mount this? No, it's not a corner. We're taking Bravo. I like the iron sights on this, actually. They're pretty clean. They remind me of like the is it the golden black grease gun iron sights from World War II? I think so. Oh, he has thermal. That's probably why he can see us. Maybe I should have checked the kill cam. Might have been able to switch to cold-blooded. Fairly sure I have a class with that in it. It says I have 1 viewer. Except it says saying viewer, it says 1 viewers. Unless that's me watching myself, but I don't think I have a tab open. Can I put a stupid skin on this? Like, you... It's a you... It's a UCPAK. It's the peak. It's the peak of gun design. So essentially, we just turned a sort of long-ranged gun into a short-range master. Let's try out the my kitted for long-range AUG, but not like fully dedicated. I think the 670 millimeter barrel. I only went for the 401. I think it's 401. Yeah, the AUG is an interesting gun. It's very variable. It's what is the quote? Customizable. It can be made to be used in any situation. I have a Molotov because I was using this level up to Chris Vector and it was kind of a girls frontline thing. But it's decent for area denial. Yeah, if I was running like the 25 round magazine, you definitely would have ran out. I think it's kind of stupid that the base mag is 25 rounds. I don't know if it's realistic or not. It could be, but also that's just really bad. Like, from a gameplay perspective, it makes the AUG a bit weak with its base magazine size and damage. They're just kind of running into these bullets. I do like the... I remember TFB TV likes the AUG a bit. But he was real pissed about the AUG being 9mm. He called it the little pussyfoot version of it. Oh, this is gonna be easy. Oh, damn it, I couldn't angle it any more downwards. Yeah, I have a friend, Michael. He's training in buds, like, or well, he's going to pretty soon, and he loves the AR-15, you know, as most people should, but also he seems to have a really big disdain for bullpups. No, I like the Devore, I like the AUG. He doesn't like any of that. If it's a video game, he'll stay as far away from bullpups as possible. He probably thinks I was hacking, but I saw him on the minimap. Oh shit, someone was there. I don't like how they made UAVs and care packages the same kill streak number, because that just kind of prevents me from running care packages, which are my favorite kill streak in pretty much any Call of Duty game. There's something about rolling the dice to see if you get something good that's just very entertaining. I'm gonna seal this place off. I got destroyed anyway. The other thing I noticed, I was running Filmic SMAA 2 at maximum filmic strength for a few months, or no, actually about a month, and I'm just like, you know, this game just kind of looks like dog shit. And yeah, so I was saying this game looks like dog shit, and it turns out I checked out online. Filmic SMAA is basically, it renders the game and applies a filter, right? And you can see how it's pretty jagged over there. Well, it would blur it out. And it would make everything, like just walking by everything, it would make it all look blurry. It kind of looked like straight shit. You didn't expect me. Oh yeah, you can reload while aiming down sights, which is of questionable utility, but it's still utility. You're gonna chase me now. I'm out of here.
Friendly UAV online. We've lost Charlie.
I've always thought, like in today's modern age, with a lot of the big spec ops dudes, you know, SEALs, Delta Force, everything, they all use SBRs. And I think I have quick fix on this loadout. There wasn't a point using the stim. But they all use SBRs. And I was thinking, you know, bullpups just kind of fell out of favor in the main modern military. So I was thinking, hey, you know, why not revisit the bullpup idea? To have the same size as like a Mark 18 or, you know, like Honey Badger SBR style. I don't know if there's an official designation for an AR-15 SBR. I think it's Mark 18 because M4 is like 14.5 inches. I think that's the correct size. And it's like what, 11 inches for a Mark 18? I'm gonna have to check that one up. It's been a while. But imagine being able to compact that barrel, or the general barrel size, in a much smaller area. And of course, that's what the point of a bullpup was. But when bullpups were first coming into prominence, I think around the, what, 70s, 80s? I think in the 70s, the FAMAS was adopted. In the 80s, was it the L85? Well, somewhere in that time. But they were essentially using the doctrine of, we need to have like a big barrel in these guns. Meanwhile, you could have just... Ooh. Oops. Meanwhile, now that we have operators proving that shorter barrels work really well, for modern combat, you might as well just put the shorter barrel on a bullpup. Although I'm fairly sure companies have already tried. I mean, if it was really that effective, I'm sure one of the many employees at SIG or fucking Heckler & Co. would do it. So maybe I'm just stupid in the bullpup idea. I know, okay, even with a shorter barrel, there are downsides to a bullpup, like the trigger feeling like putting a finger up your asshole and spreading it. That's not going to get fixed by a smaller barrel, but still. That's to be some benefit bullpups have. I mean, it's always sad to see a good idea just go to waste because nobody knows how to do it correctly. The theoretical ideas behind a bullpup are nice, but the practical execution issues are a bit big. Burn! Ah, fuck. Even with a bullet, it didn't kill him. Oh, 75%. It wasn't a gun kill, so it was 75.
Friendly UAV online. They control 2 objectives. We are losing.
I'm also not a fan of how some of the optics on the AUG in this game, some of them just make the iron sights disappear. And I don't like that. I feel like backup iron sights are not only practical, but aesthetically pleasing. You know, I was building an AR-15 and we bought like Magpul iron sights, except, you know, they were literally iron. And they were a lot more expensive than the plastic ones, and I get it, the material and everything, but still. But it was like an extra $40 for just to make it out of iron. I understand you want it to work, like if you bump your gun against something, you really don't want it to break. But still, you think, I mean, paying that extra money for me, I don't have a bank account filled with thousands of dollars, so you know, maybe the cost really isn't all that bad, you know, if you're gonna be relying on a gun to save your life, but still. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a cruise missile at him. I wonder what's the correct term. I think in Modern Warfare 2, this little thing right here is called a Predator missile, but it's a cruise missile in this game. I think tow missile is the correct term. Anyway, burn like Prospero. He got my ass, dude. He got me with a crossbow too. Good shit. 5.56 is common, but throwing out munitions boxes, like they charge pretty fast. I can get like 4 or 5 a game. That some dude on my team has 40 kills. He's been going ham. I'm gonna go capture B. We have a VTOL over here anyway.
2 objectives secure. Assist your team at Charlie. We've lost Charlie.
I'm gonna lock that area down. Hey teammate, get him!
Bravo secure.
Oh, nice. Now that's 5.56.
We're losing Alpha.
There's also been like a question, like, you know, PCCs are just really short, rifles? No, they're not really rifles because they're not chairman and rifle rounds, but they're just short rifle length guns. Short rifle length. That sounds really stupid, to be honest. But they're essentially rifles converted to rifles or SMGs that are in a pistol caliber carbine. Now that I'm thinking about it, how do you define them? They're just a gun that shoots a pistol caliber, but is bigger than a handgun. Was that? Oh shit! I didn't see through all the smoke. Like the SMGs, I think they can all be called pistol caliber carbines, too. I believe that term is universal enough that basically all these SMGs can. Oh, yep, got him with the Glock. Oh shit! Switching to your other weapons always faster than reloading, as they say. Though, did they say that in this campaign? I have not played Modern Warfare 2019 campaigns after Skill Up kind of roasted the shit out of it. My back should be covered. There's a bit of teammates there.
We control the battlefield. We've lost B.
Burn like Prospero. He had a good idea crouching behind the little minecart.
Friendly UAV online.
Even though this is 223, it's not going to shoot through a fucking meter of rock.
Securing Bravo.
I've never actually checked how well 223 works against concrete, though. You know, I should go check if people have done shooting tests on that. It'd be interesting to know what you can and can't shoot through. Like, for example, there's this dude coming down here. Shit, I thought I was gonna get on him. But, like, for example, Demolition Ranch did a few videos on trees, and as it turns out, hiding behind a tree, even if the opponent has a pistol, is a really bad idea. It's gonna punch right through that tree and kick your ass.
The day is done.
Like, kiss your goddamn life goodbye if you hide behind a tree, dude. Get behind, like, a rock or some concrete. $39 and $70. Whoever won 51 and 10, like Yuki? No, his name is Tio. Tio was kicking ass, but I just got way more captures. Cool. I got the Cthulhu skin. I'm surprised. It's weird that the Cthulhu skin is pink. But, that's fine, I guess. Let's see, yeah, let's just leave the lobby a little bit. Let's go customize some more weapons. I already played through this, and it's essentially just like an SMG style. Here, like, I have a direct assault weapon. And by direct assault, I mean, like, this is not meant to be stealth. It's kind of meant to be a, it does everything with the laser and the Merc foregrip, reducing hip fire, tack light, making the gun look cooler, and also aim down sights faster, an optic, and a suppressor, even though it's not running a full stealth loadout like Black Ops is. I got this, which is meant to be for speed, like the skeleton stock, and well, that's really it for speed because the M13 I think is kind of speedy by default, or it's either very normal. But this one's more stealth based with the suppressor and the 300 blackout rounds, and there's the commando foregrip, aim up reflex. I want three. Like, okay, so I'm running two SMG configurations. There's Black Ops and Konyapi. Eco Mog is essentially just whatever the hell I wanted it to be at the time. I was running FAL for a while, and the Kilo's too similar to the M4 and M13, so I don't want to get close to those. I want something like more unique, which is why I've been typically using the AK here. But I mean, I could always just use the FAMAS or the Odin. Actually, fuck it. Let's go with the FAMAS. Stipple grip tape's probably fine. You're gonna want an optic. This is French, right? It doesn't have too much range, or at least it shouldn't have too much range because it's a burst gun compared to being able to stop firing when you want to stop firing. That is really cute, actually. I like that. It's funny. The gun's too angular for the circular one, though. Where's the, there's a really shitty looking one. Here it is. The GM Mini Reflex. Ultralight hollow. You would think if it's hollowed out and lightweight, that'd be easier to aim down sight. And this would, having a better cheek hold or whatever, would give you better aiming stability, but I'm not going to question the people who designed this game. Minus bullet velocity, you don't want that. Bursting at longer ranges sounds nice, but also seems like... Okay, wait, hold on. I've been fucking up. Like I said, this is a burst gun. There's not a point to that barrel, actually. I don't think I should be using any other barrels. We want to reduce the recoil, so... foregrip and a muzzle brake. This should work. And it's French, so like, where's the white flag as my melee weapon? I don't see anything here. I'm just gonna keep getting on the French. Let's switch out the SMG. So actually, despite the MP5 being more or less unanimously considered the best gun in the game, I don't want to run it too much. I like making a big difference between my classes that use similar genres of weapons. So the AUG, like this long range AUG, performs way differently. But I feel like I've had enough of the long range stuff. The Striker 45 ain't exactly a close range SMG, so maybe I should go close range. I've been using the Uzi often. I think I should use the Bison. We're gonna go rubberized with a muzzle brake. Skeleton stock to speed it up. Perk, you don't want sleight of hand on this. So I don't think we need a perk. Hipfire accuracy is good. What about this? If skeleton stock is it aim down sight speed and walking speed? Okay, so strafing. The reason why I'm adding recoil attachments, this gun doesn't look like it has a lot of recoil. It actually doesn't have a lot of recoil, but the visual shake is extreme. I mean, have you ever, if you've ever aimed down a red dot in real life, you'll know that moving your head will cause the sight to move weirdly, right? But that's basically all this thing does when you shoot it. It's just the red dot will be on the top right of the red dot sight area. It's really stupid. Okay, so as a bison, this thing's close quarters. Close quarters. Yeah, I think it's close quarters. Do I really need an optic? You don't want to go for this. It already has a 64. It already has a 64 round mag. I don't know what you need 84 rounds for. So either I increase it at long range since I already have these recoil reducing things. You definitely not this. I think polygonal works. I think we'll go with that. If I remember, 300 blackout suppressed out of Q Honey Badger is actually quieter than subsonic 9mm coming out of an MP5 SD. But considering the power behind the 300 blackout round, I think that's really impressive and it's really cool. As a kid, I mean, ever since I was a kid, I've been fascinated by firearms, and it caused me to research a lot of military history. Like, hey, revolvers are cool. Why did they go out of business? Some guy named John Moses Browning was the greatest goddamn human who ever lived. And that's the end of the story. How fast does this reload? Okay, that's pretty good, actually. Doesn't Ian McCullen really like the FAMAS? I think he does. Oh, did someone say go single fire? Let's go single fire. Let's see what happens. Let's remove the one benefit this gun has. Okay, that's really funny, actually. Come on, come on. Okay, we're good. Okay, he saved me. That was risky. Like, I noticed he wasn't at the window at the last second and immediately swapped to throwing it at my own feet. It buffered the switch to the pistol. That was my bad. That was really stupid on me. He'll hear that. Did he melee me or did he shoot me? He shot me. This thing's interesting, but it's hard to get used to burst guns in an FPS because, well, it's essentially you aim and shoot, right? But for the most part, you're used to tracking your opponent. You don't really track your opponent when you're using a burst gun. You just kind of die, assuming you get all the shots in a burst on, and it's a one shot or one burst gun. They're also punishing if you miss the initial burst, because then you have to deal with the burst delay.
Enemy personal radar overhead.
Munitions box. Come get your ammo, everybody. You know, originally my plan when using the munitions box was, okay, we're going to use this when I'm out of ammo and I'm stuck in a corner. But then I realized I never lived long enough to even see that situation. So now if I spawn in and I have a munitions box, I just throw it down on the floor.
Enemy cruise missile. UAV is out of fuel. Returning to resupply. Setting charge.
Oh, yeah, that was a person. I thought it was a dead body on the car.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Yeah, let's get rid of that. There we go. Not the UAV. Good job on him. He knew I was gonna through the... Oh, what's going on? Hello? Okay, I think the game's playing again. Do you know the way burst guns are presented in video games isn't actually correct? At least as far as I know. I've never held a burst gun. But I heard when you press the trigger on a burst gun, it doesn't shoot a 3-round burst. It only shoots as long as you hold it down. So, essentially, it's full auto, but capped to 3 rounds. So you can fire semi-auto when it's set to burst mode. Which I always thought makes more sense. You know, why waste 3 bullets when you can just choose to shoot 1, 2, or 3?
Enemy cluster strike. Take cover.
But you know, then again, some people like say I'm talking about the gun industry, and then you have to remember they made shit like the Zip 22. Oh, I'm gonna dead. He caught me off guard. He charged me when there was a mine.
Enemy UAV overhead.
What's the bullet velocity on this thing? The bullet velocity on the Vector is pretty bad.
Keep going.
Oh, that's pretty good bullet velocity, actually. Like, the Fennec, technically the Vector. Or Vector, technically the Fennec. Huh, I wonder how that one works. But the bullet velocity on that is about as slow as the pistols because of its high rate of fire, so you can't just cross-map people. And, to put it this way...
UAV is ready for flyover. Alpha.
Oh, I dodged that hella fast.
Allies receiving
Damn, I'm good! No, 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 no! Where are the explosions from?
enemy personal radar.
Get day, get day, get day. You dumbass, what is my teammate doing? He's just running it off into the abyss.
All points are ours. Give them. This is Falcon 3-0. Good copy. UAV beginning flyover.
Sometimes the map parkour in this game reminds me of Mirror's Edge. I've never played Mirror's Edge, but oh fuck, he scared the shit out of me, dude.
Enemy at the pool hole. UAV is out.
I can't tell what part of the map they're in,
Returning to resupply.
or even if they're in the map,
Losing A.
or at least if they're not scattered throughout the map. I'm gonna pull out my pistol.
Contact.
Did we get him?
Enemies taking Alpha. We lost A.
Oh, I got his ass. Oh, that's 2 down. Oh,
Securing A.
no. Okay. Ah, shit. UAVs are nice. I remember one of my favorite things to do in Black Ops was I knew it was like a score streak system, but the Black Hat was my favorite equipment in the game. Oh, you have a sentry turret, and you want to deny map control, right? That's very nice. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. And that's essentially what the Black Hat did, and it was really good at its job.
Enemies here.
Got him though.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning.
Oh, well, I want to get a 1911 kill. Ah, fuck.
We're on Alpha. Stand by.
Hey, teammate, box of ammo.
Team at Charlie. Friendly care package inbound. We hold all objectives. Keep it. Losing Bravo. Enemy has Charlie.
A little bit of a lag spike there, but
Enemy at the center.
dude. Oh, did he inject himself?
Allied.
No, it was somebody else. That was somebody else who killed me. Well, I think we have this game in the bag for the most part.
On Bravo. Stand by.
They would need to capture all 3 objectives and hold them until they win if they wanted to win.
We're taking Bravo.
Bada bing, bada boom, gotta heal or I'm gonna go boom.
Airstrike incoming. Beware.
Shit, they kind of reversed it, you know, in the last few minutes. They're doing a good job. One of my favorite pieces of lore in this game is how Rodion just watches Hollywood movies and then he's the expert. He got me with the revolver. Good shit. No, you really don't see the revolver around now that it got nerfed. They should buff the 1911 though. Low magazine count, high recoil, and damage-wise, it's still inferior to the Desert Eagle. I think in general the streams should be holding up fine. So there's one viewer, so whoever you are, you're still watching. Thanks. 5:30, I think. 5:30. That should be the time, right? 5:30 is when I get to eat food, or I should be eating food at 5:30. Yeah, I'm not as big of a fan of burst weapons. I mean, you can see my gameplay's been really sloppy. Actually, it sucks. This is not good gameplay. I'm not proud of it. Or at least that last game. That AUG game, I went hard. I fucked them up. The AUG in general, though. I like the way the AUG feels in this game. I'm going to go with the Bison on this one. Surprisingly, I leveled the hell out of this. Let me check what my stats are right now. Records. Wait, what? The AK is my most popular gun? No, hold on. Combat record. Here it is. Really? 939? I don't think I even used it that much. I thought my most popular was the M13. Well, it's second most popular. This is a pretty open map. Stealth isn't nearly as important. We're gonna go with the Bison.
Domination. Capture and defend the forward operating position. Securing Charlie.
Oh shit, that's gonna hit me, isn't it?
We're on Bravo. Stand by.
Good throw.
Securing Bravo.
CSGO nade spot type shit. Somebody there?
We're holding Bravo.
What's the recoil like? Oh, that's pretty good.
You're needed at sea. Check fire. We've lost Charlie.
Fun fact, you might not notice, but this is not 9mm Parabellum. This is 9mm Makarov. It does tell you in-game, but there is a subtle difference. Russians are a fan of their own house-made calibers. They love doing that shit. Of course, they're not part of NATO, so of course they wouldn't be using NATO calibers.
We're taking Alpha. We pulled ahead. We've lost Charlie.
Somebody's gonna come out of here.
Alpha.
Oh, come on, Gucci man, you're looking right behind him.
Friendly UAV overhead.
Now, this map is kind of a clusterfuck, a lot of angles. I'm gonna go take back some of the red energy off A. No, there's someone here.
Hostiles are taking Bravo.
He just ran around? Yeah, he ran around.
We've got two objectives. Lock it down. Securing Charlie. Hostiles at Bravo. Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover. Enemy holds all objectives.
I'm gonna get him with that. Get him, Glock. You fucking suck, Lizok. Got his ass. Damn. Really reminds you that SMGs still compete at range in real life. Nor do they in this game. Unless it's the MP5, in which the MP5 is just like, ha, look at this 9mm hitting harder than 50 BMG. Actually, no, it doesn't do that. I'm exaggerating. But the 9mm MP5 is stupid. So is the 10mm. In terms of like damage-wise, if I remember, the MP7 with the 4x6, the 4.6 by whatever the fuck that last number is, it's similar kinetic output to the 9mm Parabellum. I do not know about the 5.7 by, I don't know. I can't really say. Okay, cool. Oh, come on, I don't want to smack it.
Under fire. Enemy down.
We've got a UAV on station. Ready for
Larry Vickers made a video on this Visor, I think the PP19. The PP19 and the PP19-1 are fundamentally different firearms. I do not know why Russia gave them the same gun classification. Or, not gun classification, I think they're both SMGs, but they're nowhere near like a sequel to each other. That's like trying to say,
Position marked for close air.
I don't know, the Car 98K is the ancient ancestor of the General Electronics minigun. That's not how that works. Technically, yes, it probably influenced its design. Is it really a precursor? Not really. Has this stream turned into about learning with gun history? Learning with gun history. Oh boy, history himself has created an avatar to talk to us with. If gun history had a text-to-speech device, head ass.
Enemy holds all objectives. Securing A. We're taking Bravo. Captured Bravo.
My friend, when he does 3-gun courses, he always does the high ready, and I always felt that it was unnatural compared to low ready, which is like, you see he's running with his gun pointed up in the air. I think that's called high ready, and then when it's pointed down the ground, that's low ready. I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be extra tactical, having gravity pull down the gun alongside you, but honestly, that's really stretching it. Yeah, you're not gonna no-scope me this time.
Securing Bravo. We're on Alpha. Stand by. Enemies halfway there. Keep it up.
Okay, you were gonna shoot me that time.
Be advised.
Do I have? Okay, good. UAV and
Targets marked. You're cleared hot.
launch. Let's get him. Did I miss or did they die? Like, not, by die I mean like not me killing them. Did they just die from someone else hitting them? I remember why streaming is a bit rough. Hurts my throat, especially when you have to talk this much. That's why I prefer recording videos, but hey, I wanted to test Streamlabs OBS, see if it worked completely with my Discord account. I used to stream on Mixer, and by stream I mean like once every 4 weeks, but still. I tried transfer everything. I'm gonna fucking slap my lips, dude. I tried transferring over all of my scenes and everything to Twitch. I think it's working though. The Twitch stream started, so you know there's that. Let's go. Let's go, operator. Oh damn it. Oh, with a headshot. I'm that nice with it. Your body armor does nothing against 9mm Makarov. Putin will guide my bullets. Can't bait me with that. I know this map layout. Because I've never played the old one, so I'm not held back by preconceived notions of how the map should be playing out. I know that higher kill streaks in this game are really strong, or at least in most Call of Duty games they're pretty strong, but I've never been that great of a player, so I've always imagined that a larger number of lower tier kill streaks helps my team more, like constantly pulling out UAVs and cruise missiles probably helps my team more than VTOL, of 20% chance of getting a VTOL. I think this Bison is working out, though. I'm gonna burn whoever's there alive. Quick fix active? Quick fix was active. Let's go.
We've got a UAV on station. Ready? We're holding Charlie.
Oh, damn, that's a stun. No, never mind. That was a bomb.
UAV entering the AO.
I like how when I've been playing some Halo multiplayer recently due to MCC and everything. I like the detail of if you get hit when you're scoped in, it unscopes you out.
We're holding two. We have the advantage.
And it means you can be running across a sight line when there's somebody scoping, and all you need to do is spray at them with an SMG or an AR, and if it just hits them, like nicks them on the foot or something, they're done. They can't really do anything about it.
Securing Alpha. Capture
Oh shit! If he didn't explode, if he exploded it later, it would have dinked my forehead, dude. Hold on, let me go at this guy with the Glock.
taking Charlie.
Nice. Good operated on.
Securing Alpha. We've lost Charlie. Alpha secure.
Let's put a random munitions block out here.
Assist your team. Enemy UAV overhead.
One of the hardest things about coming back to Modern Warfare was that I really didn't like the game at launch, right? So I had to try to throw away some of my bias and like learn to like the game. And I will definitely say, you know, I think Season 0 Modern Warfare, like launch Modern Warfare, was absolute complete and utter dog shit. I've never played a game worse than Modern Warfare Season 0. I don't know if it was server issues or maybe skill-based matchmaking was like on steroids, but I absolutely fucking hated Modern Warfare Season 0. I thought it was one of the worst FPSs I've ever played, which, you know, comes along with the whole, one of the worst games I've ever played. VTOL's gonna be nice though, watch this.
Hostiles have Alpha.
This is how we win.
Striker 3-1 arriving on station, ready for task.
UAV entering the AO.
Nice. Alright, I think it's confirmed victory at this point. Especially if I help take Alpha.
We got this. Hold all the objectives.
Yeah, we win.
Bravo. This is Jaguar 0. Cruise missile away.
No, I don't want to hit that. Just screw it.
Be advised, UAV is being overviewed. Impact, no hit.
Launcher flares.
We win.
Hostiles have Alpha. Hardball, well earned.
Oh, cool. A really long deagle like montage. How many kills did he? Oh, he only got 2. There are headshots though. Cool on him. I was getting slightly tired, and I played like 6 games. I think that's fine. Might end the stream. Yeah, I think I will. Let my computer cool off a bit. Let me pull up the analytics. Of my computer, I mean. GPU is at 72 degrees Celsius. Huh, that's not too bad. Well, I guess that's it.